everyone, it's Natalie here. Welcome to my channel. So tonight I wanted to do a VR to Nina from Shuffle Tarot, who did the Witcher spread with her 5-cent tarot, and I too have a 5-cent tarot. So I thought that would be fun to do a VR. Yeah, so this is a tarot spread that Nina found on Instagram. It is the Witcher spread by Empress and Star on Instagram. So the first card is what you're seeking right now. So I'm going to show you how beautifully this deck shuffles. So here is the, what do you call it, riffle. Whoop. Actually, that was more boob than cards. Let's try this again. There we go. Seeking right now. Ooh! Oh my gosh, I think that was a whole chunk. Okay, so 2 jumped. I could show you my face again. Hi. So we have inspiration is one of them. I'm definitely seeking inspiration. I'm totally seeking inspiration right now. Opportunity, potential, etc. Yeah. And then what do I have here with it? Hardship. Yeah, I mean, I would say isolation has been one of them. It's more like the sense, it's got nothing to do with money, or a sense of not having enough money, but what I'm looking for, I'm seeking relief, or like, literally, it's so funny. I kind of need to light a match under my sense of kind of not, of despondency that kind of is part of this, you know, this 5, like, look, there's your birdhouse right there, little bird, go ahead and perch. That, what I'm seeking is, you know, lighting a fire underneath myself to kind of burn my way through that inability to, yeah. The next one is something good that's on the way to you. Okay, so what is something good that's on its way to me? Of course, it doesn't want to come jumping out right now. Come on, jumper. Oop. Oh, heavens, that's 3 cards. I don't want 3 cards. I just want 1. I'm putting them back in. That's too many. I don't want to deal with 3 cards right now. Was that me being stupid? Should I have taken those 3 cards? The prompt is a good one. What I'm seeking right now. Maybe I'm seeking more than one thing. Too late. Okay, there we go. Well, there's 2. 2 will do. All right. Okay. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so the first one is the unknown. I'm totally seeking that right now. That's totally what I'm seeking. Curiosity, openness, divine faith. Absolutely, I'm seeking that right now. Yeah, I'm totally on a rune quest at the moment. And kind of just going out and reading nature again, because I used to do that all the time. That was the way I did my divining. I did not work with tarot cards, and I felt like maybe I was like a bad Buddhist for a while, because I found that I was having more peace and more loving kindness, and you know, my heart was opening much more just through being with trees, and being with nature, and reading plants and reading animals and listening to it all talk, and it would all speak of this. Yeah, and I'm kind of just coming back into that space again, interestingly in midwinter, you know, through the runes, and it's opening up so many spaces inside of me that I knew were there waiting to be opened or reopened, or, you know, further cultivated. But yeah, I'm absolutely seeking that out. And the other one is the 10 of buttons. Yeah, share the wealth, legacy, inheritance. I'm not actually seeking inheritance. Having more money, though, like that I can share. I really love sharing money. I like to support other people when I have it. The practice of Kwanzaa at the end of last year really made me think a lot more about what things I buy and why I purchase them, who I'm supporting through my money and why. All of that. And also, you know, I like having a spiritual practice that gives me a lot of internal wealth. I am seeking that kind of internal space that you get in the Knight of Cups from the Marielle Tarot, where there's this beautiful wellspring of loving kindness and compassion, or, you know, the Cactus Hierophant in the Spirit Speak deck. Yeah, that idea of succulence, of you know, nourishing yourself from the inside. I'm actively seeking that. Okay, very, you know, a little too much here, Nat. Come on. All right, it's supposed to be that deep. It's not supposed to be that deep. Okay, I've totally gotten this wrong. Oh my God, I've totally gotten this wrong. This is something good that's on the way to you. Okay. Hello. All right. So then take everything I just said. I've been seeking it. So this is telling me it's coming back. That's good. It's on its way. I think it's already here. 3 is something I need to accept. All right. How bad is this? It's already so long. All right. So something I need to accept. I need to accept that I can make a video that's short. I just can't do it. It's just not in me to do that somehow. Okay. Need to accept that this is taking forever to get a chopper to come out. Come on. Ah! Hello. Oh, they've gone everywhere. They've gone everywhere. Oh. Yes, all right. There were 3 that fell to the floor. And if I look at them, you know, I need to accept basically becoming a meditator again in a really earnest way in order that I can recover this light and get it back. This is a brilliant reading. Holy cow. I need to accept spinning plates, the 2 of buttons, so a little bit of overwhelm. You know, there's a bit of a balancing act, overcommitted. That has been happening. I have been accepting it, and I've been working on that. Yeah, but I can accept it. I can accept it. And I can accept, too, that in order to get past that, this hermiting is going to help me, because it tends when I'm able to stop spinning the fucking plates and just be for a little while. Much more regularly, much more intentionally, things have more clarity. And it's much more possible to see what plates I could put down. The moon. So my subconscious. So intuition, illusion. Interesting. I'm going to say, you know, this was right side up, but I feel like all of it is completely relevant because there have been things about repression, confusion, and fear coming up. Yeah, I can totally accept that. I can totally accept that. And I can also accept that these 3, let's say, they didn't come in that order. Yeah, they were in this order. Yeah, 1, 2, and then 3. Yeah, I can totally see how the 3 of them come together, that there's stuff in my subconscious that's feeding the need to spin plates or the perception. I'm not so sure that it's spinning plates as so much as the perception of spinning plates that could actually just become a balancing act. Because I could have better priorities. I could have greater flexibilities. Actually, I don't need to be more flexible. I'm way too flexible. That's part of my problem. Next. Something I need to banish or release. Wow. All right. Oh boy. What do I need to release or banish? Hey. Oh. Okay. This this is very interesting. So I need to banish or release conservatism, security. All right. Letting go, frugality. I don't know what that means. Banish or release. I mean, it could be, you know, I'm going to have to think on this one, folks. This one's tough. I'm not sure I get this one right away. I mean, I could say, you know, it's getting, I need to banish or, you know, let go of being around, you know, ultra conservative right wing people. Can I say that? I don't keep it a secret. I just don't talk about it much. But the town where I work is a small town, and it is filled with people who are right wing, in some cases ultra right wing, conservative, white people who are also regard themselves as being deeply Christian. I stand out like a sore thumb. I'm about as left-wing and progressive as you can get on a political spectrum, while still seeing the need to relinquish that perspective in favor of understanding that actually what's in the interest of the higher good is to take a more centrist approach, right? That's where I tend to come down on things. I would actually put myself to the left of Bernie Sanders, maybe by a considerable amount, but probably in a way that most people wouldn't really even recognize as being part of our political spectrum. So, and without going in the direction of like too far, right? So I end up coming back to the middle quite a lot and saying like, wow, I think we need to be somewhere in the middle. And so I find that it's in my best interest most of the time to find a way to occupy that middle ground. And that means relinquishing any of my own ideas and coming to every day and every interaction that I have in that tiny town from a place of openness, fairness, non-judgment. You know, I can't change the mind of an ultra right-wing person. They probably smell me coming a mile away, but if their encounter with me as a leftist weirdo is one that's open-minded and gentle and generally very positive, you know, that my hope is that it does something in terms of creating, God help us, creating a space where people can come back together in the middle somewhere. Please don't give me big political lectures, folks. I can't, you know, I get it. I try my best to understand points on every side, while still holding my own perspective. And then recognizing that what's in the best interest of most people is to fall somewhere in the center and hold space for everyone to be allowed to have their own perspective and opinion at the same time, but hopefully without the ability to harm one another with it. So that makes a lot of what's happening right now in our political climate in the U.S. really painful to tolerate and be with or be around, especially when I'm with people that are this. And I'm working in and around a lot of very wealthy people right now as well. So I don't know, that popped to mind. Hi, puppy dog. Okay, this is becoming outrageously long. The next one is what I'm receiving. Ooh, I'm receiving one card. Oh my gosh. Wow, the universe. Oh, wow. Infinite growth, evolution, possibilities. Wow. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Oh my gosh, this is so, there's so much here. Wow. Wow. Okay, I wonder how, this deck has a unique voice because we've had two cards, 22, and this one is 24. So these aren't even part of a normal major arcana. They're like extras. Wow, that's really cool. Okay. So I guess that means what I'm receiving, would be like a powerful universal energy, maybe that's helping me do my job and do my work with people and to try and continue to come from this place that I'm fighting to get to. I'm trying so hard. I can't tell you how deeply I have to dig some days. So maybe I could quit pushing so hard because I could just open. Yeah, that might be better. Yeah, to be able to open and receive this guidance. I don't know. I'm probably overthinking this. I bet I'm I need to stop. Stop! All right, where to put your focus moving forward. Okay. I forgot what the prompt was. So I get heartbreak. Okay. Suffering, sorrow. Okay. So this is what I need to focus on. Where to put my focus moving forward. Okay. Discipline, intellect, authority, etc. And the beyond. The soul, higher being, and belief. I see this, honestly, where to put my focus moving forward. If my focus tends to be one of, growth, and growing from, growing beyond the events and things that happen in my life, I have some heartbreak and some suffering, and some sorrow that really could become forgiveness, moving on, and some optimism. And really, in order to do that, I'm very well aware I do need to discipline my mind, discipline my thoughts a little bit more carefully. And, doing all of that it's the soul's work. And I need to do that because I'm in service of the beyond, and I'm aware of that. So I'm serving the beyond in the work that I do with tarot, and I'm serving the beyond through artwork. I serve it through working as a doula. And really, in order to be a clear channel, there has been some stuff that's happened. I'm really pretty open about it, but there's been a lot of heartbreak and difficulty. Yeah, I just need to discipline myself not to continue to relive this all the time, and to really work through it. It is about forgiveness. It is about forgiveness and letting go. Wait a minute. Something to banish or release. Oh. So I feel like these two are actually part of this. Okay, I can connect these a little bit more easily now. So the events and the things that happen with my family, there's some patterns. It's kind of one of those things where you find a way to put your finger on it and then pull. And when you pull at that thread, you feel the whole fabric start to move and shift. So there's a pattern there that's about control. Manipulating with money. Is manipulation one of the words there? Suffice it to say, this makes sense. Okay, so in working towards forgiveness, disciplining my mind fully with the King of Needles, pinpointing as a swordfish, right? And makes sense. Oh my gosh, this is a super deep reading. And I actually have not seen this TV show. And then advice from spirit. Oh boy. Like they've already given me so much already. What more do they need to tell me? Okay, this fits. So the advice from spirit starts with the 8 of Needles, imprisonment. So self-victim, entrapment, etc. And that's a mole. So the mole can't see where it's going and it feels trapped. Judgment, rebirth, calling, awakening. Wow, that really seals the deal for me. This whole reading this is what the whole reading is. Awaken from these patterns that imprison my mind and imprison, or create any sense of self-victim. There's been a pattern. I haven't said much about it. I kind of dance around it because I don't want to violate my sense of integrity about the work I do with clients. But, you know, obviously when people are dying and somebody's not well, it brings everything to the surface. It just does. And so people's patterns come to the surface with that. And if there's any part of your own system where there's an unhealed pattern, wow, it's amazing the way that other people's stuff, like Velcro, right? Like Velcro will just come out and snag and kind of ensnare and enmesh you in a pattern and in a little dance that stops everything from being able to move forward, you know, as smoothly, as clearly, as intentionally as it could, right? So, yeah, that's real. That's just real. And, you know, I can't fix anyone but myself. So, you know, taking responsibility for any of this and allowing myself to wake up from it, to hear the call for greater attention to that, you know, greater awakening. Yeah. Wow. Oh my gosh. What a deep spread. Nina. Holy cow. Now I got to watch this show. Do you notice how Nina could do hers in 14 minutes and mine's long? It's more than twice as long at the time of recording, but I know I will have edited it to make it less egregiously overly long. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah. I got to write this shit down. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. And if you too would like to try the Witcher spread, I've got the information here as well as a link to Nina's original video. So thank you so, so much. And a link to where you can get the 5-cent tarot because that's important too. All right. Have a beautiful week, and I will talk to everyone again soon. Bye.